Serving your community can be a rewarding experience for everyone involved, and organizing service projects is a big way we can give back to our communities. But what is a service project? You may think you know what service learning is. In fact, many schools in the U.S. require a certain number of service hours to graduate. You might spend that time volunteering at your community garden or donating supplies to a local homeless shelter, but those are examples of community service. Service learning goes much deeper than that. While community service can be almost any project you take on in your community, service learning requires a deeper understanding of the problems in your community and what it will take to address them. For this reason, a service learning project will have three main components: facilitation, service, and reflection. The added components of facilitation and reflection will help elevate your community service into a service learning project that will truly impact your community. During the facilitation process, you will facilitate community discussions and research in order to find out what your community wants from you. Then in the reflection phase, you'll reflect within your group and community to evaluate how successful you were at addressing the problems that you identified. This difference does not mean that community service is less important. It's important to serve our communities no matter what, but we also want to make sure that we're addressing the needs of the community. So how do you plan a service learning project? There are 4 simple steps you can take to planning a great service learning project. Step 1. Planning. Every great project requires planning, and 4-H has some great resources to use. In preparation for your service learning project, be sure to fill out the service learning planner as best you can. Step 2. Action. You should follow your plan and perform your community service activity as best as possible. Be sure to include as many people as possible. Step 3. Assessment. This is your time to debrief about the project with your team. What went well? What could you have done better? What was the community's reaction? This will help with planning your next project. And finally, step 4, share. Make others aware of your work and get the community engaged so your next project can be even better. If you'd like to see an example of the 4-H Teen Corps Service Project in response to food deserts in Baltimore City, be sure to check out their video at this link. As you go on to plan your service project, be sure to think about why it's important to complete these types of projects and how your project will lead to change in your community.